Now let's get to a positive basketball story from the weekend. And you know, I got to talk about the LA Lakers. Oh my gosh. So I was at Lakers-Warriors Thursday, and it was a bit of a funeral at the crypt. It felt sad. The Lakers just looked out of sorts. Luka had his worst game with the Lakers Thursday night. And all of a sudden, it's like, oh, here come the Warriors. We'll get to the Warriors. How did the Lakers bounce back? They beat the Pelicans Friday. Nobody cares. Irrelevant game. So Sunday, they go to OKC. Mighty OKC. Everybody's favorite. They got the MVP. They're going to win like 65, 68 games. And what did the Lakers do? If you guys are watching, if you switched over when UConn started destroying South Carolina, you watch the Lakers. They put on a clinic. And I know everybody loves to talk about Lou Dort and the Dorture chamber. Well, he tried to guard Luka yesterday, and Luka was getting basically a deep tissue massage at a day spa. He roasted Lou Dort. Chet Holmgren had no chance. Look at that. Step back three over the 7-footer. Plot out. I mean, folks, the Lakers had one of the great three-point shooting days in franchise history. I think they tied a franchise record for threes. At one point in the first half, they were 12 of 15. But why was that happening? Because Luka Doncic owns the OKC Thunder. He does. I'm sorry. I hate to admit it, but Luka, with Dallas last year, extinguished OKC. It was a masterful series for Luka, and he did the same yesterday. They tried the hard doubles. Luka made the right pass. They tried the big guys, step back three, just in their face. Lou Dort one-on-one, I know. Hey, Cowherd's buddy Bill Simmons is like, Lou Dort, Defensive Player of the Year. You show that Lakers tape, he didn't do a damn thing. He could not stop Luka. Now, few can, but I don't want to hear about OKC going, what is that, like 22-1 against the East? Who cares? Show me what he's doing against Luka. And again, in these highlights, you put anybody on Luka Doncic, and it was game over. Now, at some point, we're going to have to talk about SGA. I don't want to be in the business of Monday morning filling in for Cowherd, and I'm out here hammering players, okay? But, folks, a year ago, I saw one of these AI internet videos where somebody had sliced, like, fake voice over Anthony Edwards talking about OKC. And in the video, they were like, yeah, free throw merchant SGA. And I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. So I started using it on the show. Cowherd loved it. He laughed. And it became a running thing. I would say it all the time. Now, I'm not saying I started free throw merchant, but it's out there now and everybody calls SGA a free throw merchant. Well, J.J. Redick, who is a young coach with the Lakers, made it a point. We're not letting SGA get to the free throw line, okay? For the first time in 3 years, the presumptive MVP, I would give it to Jokic, but that's just me. The presumptive MVP, SGA, did not shoot a free throw. And here's the best part. You had to be watching closely. So at one point, SGA takes Luka baseline and does that fadeaway thing where he kicks his leg out, and the ref blows the whistle. And then Luka's like, no, replay, begging J.J. Redick. Redick's like, all right, we'll replay it. What does the replay show? SGA was not touched. He stuck his leg out and drew the foul. Luka Doncic, a victory. And I know it's a small point, and it's one data point in a huge game and a big season. But that proved to me that SGA is the kind of guy who gets all the calls. And if you watch closely, he kept driving all game long, and he would miss his shot. I think he was like 12 of 25. He would miss his shot and look to the refs. Where's the whistle? What's going on? He got no free throw attempts. The Lakers sent a message, and I know everybody's, Jay, who cares about this game? It does. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. If you want to say it doesn't matter, it doesn't count, that's fine. Here's the reality. The Lakers want to avoid the play-in. They've almost done that. They needed a split against OKC. They match up again tonight. They needed a split. Now, the Lakers got their victory. They were probably out celebrating. I wouldn't be shocked if we saw, like, the Lakers backups play or a lot of minutes for Bronny and the end of the bench guys. Maybe they get a lot of effort tonight. Lakers sent notice to OKC. Hey, guys, we're not afraid of you. Now, some of us have been saying that for months. OKC, really, really good regular season team. But I don't know if they can do it in the playoffs. Folks, we've seen James Harden dominate a regular season. They had to change rules so that James Harden couldn't do that pull-through and keep getting to the line. And what would happen every postseason? Inevitably, there would be a James Harden meltdown game where he couldn't get to the line, wasn't getting the whistle, it got in his head. I saw that from OKC yesterday. This is a really good regular season team. I don't know if they can do it in the playoffs. And that's why I like the Lakers, who everything went in their favor yesterday, right? The Warriors lose. We'll do them soon. The Nuggets lose. Lakers win. Lakers headed for the 3 seed, headed for the Western Conference Finals. Sorry, Houston, I hate to do it. And it's just going to be a glorious postseason run for LA. Here we got the standings on the screen. If the Lakers get the 3, they would, well, hopefully not face the Warriors in the first round. Hopefully it'll be Minnesota, anybody but the Warriors. And then it's Houston, and then they're on to the conference finals. But a great, great Sunday for the Lakers, Alex. I don't want to get too excited, but listen, it's Monday. It's the Lakers. It was a great win.
I like that we get excited because there's so many doubters on the Lakers. And I like to remind people, this is a Lakers team that has one of the greatest players of all time in LeBron James with more experience than anybody on that court. Yeah. And then you have the future of the NBA in Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. Like, they have a power 3. And everyone was like, yeah, whatever, like, washed. No, they're not. Yeah. LeBron is not. He is one of the best players on that court, if not the best, especially late in the game. Fear the Lakers, because if you're facing them in a series in the playoffs, they are the team to beat.
I'm so glad you mentioned LeBron. I have it in my notes. I didn't even mention it. LeBron didn't attempt a free throw yesterday. He didn't even have to attack the basket at all.
That's beautiful for him, though. Yeah.
So
that's
he could be rested and play a lot tonight. Folks, LeBron, I did look this up. It's only the second time this season he did not attempt a free throw. The other was in a blowout over the Spurs. So LeBron not driving. He's rested. Folks, Lakers are dangerous, Alex. All right, coming up next
so dangerous.
Here on The Herd. Folks, the Golden State Warriors picked up a few awesome wins last week. Everybody excited. I was starting to fall victim. And then last night at home against Houston. Wait, Steph Curry did what? It went that badly? We'll talk about that next here on The Herd.